Hello YouTube, Deep South here from deep in the Bat Cave. Disclaimer right up front. This is a fun video. This kit I'm about to show you is in no way what I consider serious, but it was fun to do and I learned a lot doing it because you really learn how to put things together doing kits like this. My first kit I ever did was my survival kit that I did, the Esquire Sear kit that I did back in '98. And I didn't do any other kits for a long time. I guess it was, I can tell you exactly when it was. It was in '06 I started putting this kit together. I had read a book called Sneaky Uses for Everyday Things by Tymony. And pretty cool little book. It was just a fun book. I think I picked it up at the airport or something to read at the airport. And it was just a fun book. A lot of it's not practical. It's just fun stuff to do in there. And it kind of gives you ideas that you can, evolve into different things. But the kits I put together, the very first one was this, which is Tic Tac kit. The second one I did, and they're all the same things, and he gave you like 3 different options that you could build these kits from. And the second one was a cigar case, which I just painted fluorescent orange. And the third one, and the hardest one, was a pen. This one was the hardest one because we'll get into that later. But anyway, so you look at that and you just like, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is getting everything in there. I'm going to show you everything that's in this kit, and then you'll understand. The first thing in there are 2 magnetized needles, and also I've got a rare earth magnet that I put in there also. If you're not very familiar with rare earth magnets, they're extremely strong, they're very small, and I try to put them in almost all of my kits. I love those little magnets, but the only place I can find them is at Radio Shack, and they're pretty pricey for what they are, but they're excellent magnets, and they go in kits just great. Some strong nylon thread. Now this thread is for repairing cells. So I think there's like 3 foot in there. Some safety pins. You can use those for fish hooks, holding things together, various things. 3 foot of wire. I don't know if that's going to show up, so I'll put it on something later. 2 small watch batteries. These are like 1.5 volts. Now this is probably one of those things I find completely useless in this kit, but it's in there anyway. And we'll get to what the purpose of those are in a minute. It's about 3 foot of rolled up duct tape. Square foot of aluminum foil. And I'm not going to go into the things that you can use this for. I'm pretty sure you can figure those out if you've been doing this long enough. It's about 3 foot of dental floss. Some multivitamins. A couple rubber bands. A candle. 3 mints. Small straw, pack of sugar, couple rubber bands, $20 bill. We're running out of room. 4 quarters, 2 cotton balls, some fish hooks. I think there's 2 in there. 2 paper clips, a resealable bag, 5 match heads. Now, I would have completely done this different, and which you'll see in future videos maybe. I'm going to redo this kit and make it practical. I think the theory behind these watch batteries and these match heads are you're supposed to be able to catch those on fire using or strike them using the wire. I've tried it several times, never been able to do it. But like I've said, you know, that was not the purpose of me putting this kit together. When I come across a list, I've just got to put it together the way they tell me to, because I love redoing them. And then a small X-Acto blade, and an emergency crib sheet. It's got SOS, some emergency signals on there, and also some symbols that you can use for writing. Now, putting this thing together was fun. It was almost a nightmare. The first one I did, I got every single item into this cigar case. Everything. Except for the coins. Everything else fit in there. Believe it or not, in this Tic Tac case, I got everything. Every single thing fit in here. And I'm not going to take them out because it is a nightmare to put them back together. And that's what's kind of fun about these projects, is trying to get all these things in here. And if you can't get them in here, then to prioritize what you think that you can live without and put it in other kits. And then on the back of this, I got a list of everything that's on here. So it was a lot of fun trying to figure out how to make room, like taking the paper clips and putting your dental floss or your thread around it. And then your 5 match heads are wrapped up in your aluminum foil. So, you know, this is kind of like one of my silly videos, I guess you'd call it. But, you know, it was fun doing it. This one was the hardest. It took me, in fact, you know, I guess that's why I'm doing this video, because I just finished this one. All these other kits I've had, and I had them in my bags for a while, but this one right here, I never could find a pen that I wanted to use. I couldn't find one big and fat enough, so I finally came across one and just repainted it flat black. But, you know, this was fun, and I actually learned some things putting it together of how you have to utilize almost every square inch or quarter-inch of space in these kits to put them together. Another little trick is to like put the candle inside of the straw and then wrap your tape around it, and then maybe your wire and your string and your rubber bands or something like that, and just coming up with different ways to put this thing together. So it's raining today. I thought about doing this video. I couldn't get out. I said, well, you know, what the heck, I'll just put it together and, you know, have one of these fun little videos for a while. Nothing serious. Now, I am going to take another Tic Tac case, and I'm going to actually build one that's a little bit more useful, because, you know, I don't really see the need of the quarters anymore, because you can't even find a payphone. Or the multivitamins, you know, that's iffy. I could put something better in there to use that space. The watch batteries would come out, and I could put more useful items in there. Anyway, that's it for today. My little sneaky survival kits, as they're called. Kind of James Bondy, you know, gadgety. Just fun to do, or at least it was for me. Hope you enjoyed it, or if not, whatever, you know. What can I say? Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Stay strange. Later.